weekend was revealing. It showed how quickly the government is willing to act to violate people's charter rights and silence critics to address government priorities. Re-election. I don't understand why the Premier doesn't move with the same urgency to make pandemic pay permanent or to support small businesses. Many eligible small businesses have not even received their grant money yet from the Ontario Small Business Support Grant Program. Others, such as small contract brewers and independent travel agents, have received no support whatsoever. So, Speaker, will the Premier show the same urgency and support small businesses by fixing the Small Business Support Grant and delivering a third wave of funding to get us through the third wave of the pandemic?
To reply, the Associate Minister of Small Business and Red Tape Reduction.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We recognize the significant challenges that many small businesses have been facing and have been going through during this pandemic, and that is why we rolled out the largest investment to help support those small businesses. To date, $2.9 billion of direct payments have been made to small businesses in Ontario that have been highly impacted. And we recognize that. Along with that, we have put forward programs to ensure that 100% of their energy costs are recovered, 100% of their property tax are covered. We will continue to work with small businesses as we have since the start of this pandemic. I have personally done over 130 roundtables with small businesses, industries, association, business owners to see what other supports are needed, how we can better support them. We have, on the back end of the Small Business Support Grant, tripled the support to get through those applications, because we recognize how important it is to get the supports and money to those businesses, as the $2.9 billion have already flowed through.
Supplementary question.
Speaker, there's no need for more consultation or asking. Small businesses have been telling the government for weeks and months now that the Ontario Small Business Support Grant is broken. Many eligible businesses have still not received funding. Others have completely fallen through the cracks. So I guess the answer from the Associate Minister was no. But, Speaker, I'm going to give the Associate Minister one more opportunity while we're still sitting. Will the government deliver a third round of funding to help struggling small businesses get through the third wave of the pandemic, and will they fix the eligibility criteria of the grant program to support all small businesses in this province?
The Associate Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And as I have noted before, every eligible business in the Small Business Support Grant that has applied will receive their money, Mr. Speaker. On top of that, as we continue to look at other businesses to support, this government introduced the Travel and Tourism Support Grant that increased the access to that Small Business Support Grant to those in industries that have also been impacted. Those are payments of up to $20,000 for businesses, a $100 million program that we encourage all businesses that can apply and are eligible for to apply to. You know, this government, since whether it was the start of the pandemic or before the pandemic, has always supported small businesses. The members opposite voted against a 9% reduction in the Small Business Support Grant. They voted against WSIB premiums being reduced for small businesses. They have voted against $333 million in regulatory reform and cost reduction for small businesses, Mr. Speaker. This government will continue to do whatever we can to support small businesses.